For lawn and garden, press 2. For outdoor equipment, press 3. For paint, press 4.
Oh, 4.
For blinds and wallpaper...
Did you change it?
Mute yourself.
No.
There's not going to be any paint.
Hey, this is Jasmine.
Hi, I'm sorry. What did you say your name was?
Jasmine?
Jasmine, hi. My name is Jim. I had a question. I'm actually surprised you guys are open. I was wondering if you had, I don't know, with the most heavy-duty like paint stir stick you guys carry.
The stir paint sticks?
Yeah, or if you have anything equivalent to that I could use, because the ones that I have, I don't know, I bought like 30 gallons worth of paint for this project I'm doing, and they keep breaking. So I was wondering if you had like more, I don't know, heavy duty ones, or if there's anything else that you would recommend me using that's easily as disposable, because I'm all about the environment, bro. So.
Yeah. Well, we have some here. Did you get some of ours? Or are those the ones that keep breaking?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, after the first 2 or 3 tries, like they're fine, but then it's like usually the 4th or 5th time, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is there like a stirring technique that maybe I'm not doing correctly?
Huh. No, I've never had a complaint about them.
I'm not trying to complain. I'm not saying they're bad quality. They actually seem pretty sturdy, but I guess I'm just using them too much. I don't know. Like, what would you recommend for my situation?
Maybe they're just like a disposable thing. Like you use them a couple times and then you throw them away.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's why we usually give them like 2 or 3, like, you know, to take just in case you do get that, because these are just like the disposable ones, not ones you want to like keep reusing over and over and over again.
Right. I mean, my kid keeps acting up, so I just don't know what another viable option would be.
I don't know. I don't have anything else that, you know, our stir sticks are free, so you can take as many as you want.
Right. I mean,
I don't have nothing like on sale or nothing.
Because what I'll usually do is, like, I open up the can of red paint. Let me know if you've done this. It's actually an old Indian tradition. When my child is acting up, I will stir the paint stick in the red paint, and when I give spankings, I will use the paint stirrer stick with the red paint. So if her butt isn't red in the beginning of the spanking, it is at the end because of the paint. And they keep breaking on the 4th or 5th time I do that. So, I mean, do you guys have something like heavier duty or like a metal one that you would recommend? And like what the pricing on that would be for like heavier duty type of things for spank? I call them paint spankings. The Indians call them ho chawa, I believe.
Yeah, I don't have anything, you know, that I have in the store that I can recommend you.
Would you recommend a 2x4?
I would do that, yeah. Do you have like the 5 gallons? Or do you have like the gallons?
I have the gallon of paint. So you're saying like if my kid's acting up, I could so the paint won't soak into the wood. It'll have the Ochawa effect.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying,
yeah,
should I buy a 5 gallon for that, for the 2x4? You think?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't. If you don't need it, you don't have to buy the 5 gallon one. But I mean, if you're pouring it all out into one, all in a big container or something, then either way, it doesn't. You can use a 4x4.
So you're saying I'd be able to dip
inside the.
Yeah, I'm doing it inside the house. So you're saying I'd be able to actually dip the 2x4 into the paint to spank my kid.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe you might not be able to like really stir too much of it because the 2x4 might be a little too big.
Right. Is paint toxic? Should I just have her paint herself as a punishment?
Maybe use 2 sticks at the same time.
I'm sorry?
I was suggesting maybe to use 2 stir sticks at the same time.
Oh, so I didn't even think of that. So maybe if I like take 2 or 3 paint stir sticks and super glue them together, that would be more thickness for when I spank.
Right.
Right. Okay. How much do you guys sell any sort of adhesive in your site? I don't want to be transferred because my phone. See, I have a problem when I get transferred. Do you guys sell any like adhesive?
Yeah, we have super glue here in the paint department.
Okay. And how much does that go for?
Off the top of my head, I'm not even sure the prices.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Varies
Question about the super glue, because the only time I've ever seen super glue was in the movie Matilda. So I've never actually used super glue. If she's acting up, because she says she likes that song, that ass and titties song, and I keep telling her I'm going to wash her mouth out with soap. Do you think I would be able to use super glue, or is that not good?
Yeah, you could probably use super glue.
To wash your mouth out, you think?
I don't
Okay.
see a problem.
Should I use soap water to get the glue out, or would that just dissolve on its own because of the spit?
What was that?
If I put the super glue in her mouth, would I need to wash her mouth out in order to get the glue to stop working, or would her spit dissolve the glue? Do you think?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? How would you like if I put the super glue in her mouth as punishment? How would I get that out of her mouth?
Put it in the mouth.
Right. Yeah.
But you just want to run hot water through it on your mouth as you super glue it. Put super glue in your mouth.
Okay. So water.
Put
Put hot water in her mouth first, and then put the super glue. Is what you're saying, or are you saying the hot water to get the super glue off? I'm a little confused.
Run hot water, like as hot as she can handle.
Right.
And then it's just to kind of make it softer, and then you'll be able to.
Oh, okay. So how long does super glue usually take to dry? Because if we're at a family function, she needs to shut the F up pretty quick. Would you say it takes maybe like 2 minutes to dry?
A couple seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, just a couple. Without messing with it, just a couple seconds, I would think.
Okay. Now, would it? How strong is it? Would I be able to maybe super glue her tongue to her chin? That way, I use less glue and get the same effect.
It's pretty strong. Yeah.
Or okay. So out of the three, which one? If she's acting up, which one do you think would be the best technique? The Ochawa, which is the 2x4, or the 3 paint stir sticks into the paint and then spanking, or the gluing super glue in her mouth to keep her mouth shut, or just a good old textbook to the face. That's what I used to get as a kid. Which one would you recommend?
We have some good super glue here.
Super glue?
We have different strengths.
Right, and not to get too personal, but do you have kids of your own?
Yes.
Okay, and which one of the 3 would you use on your kids if they were? Pretty sure if you've seen the movie Problem Child, she's worse than that. So which one would you actually use on your kids as punishment?
I personally would not. I wouldn't use one.
Okay, then which one would you use? What's your type of? Because I'm new to this. My wife kind of left me, so which your punishment technique?
Just put them in the corner.
Put her in the corner. So you're saying no Ochawa, no to the Ochawa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I put her in the corner, and then what? I literally corner her and stand in the corner, and so she can't escape.
Right.
And where does the textbook come in? You're saying no to all 3, right?
Right.
And you're saying me just corner her, and then what do I do? She's afraid of dogs. Should I just bark at her? Should I just be like, "Arf, oh, woo, woo, woo"? You know what I mean? Because she's scared of dogs now.
No.
So what should I do once I corner her?
Just leave her there.
Leave her there.
For a while.
Do I say mean things to her, like "This is why your mother doesn't like you," or "You're so bad, I don't know why you don't have friends," or "No, I know why you don't have friends"? No. Okay.
No.
So just put her in the corner, and then what?
That's it.
For how long? Like a day?
No, for a couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down. Now, what if?
Okay,
What if?
so did
No, I was
answer
asking.
your third stick question?
Yeah, yeah. My other question was, what if she's still acting up while she's in a corner?
I'm sorry, I just do paint here. I don't really talk about how I discipline the kids.
No, that's right. I mean, you know what they say? Oh, chavo means family. I think that's what they say. Silly.
Did I answer your paint question?
Yes, you did. Okay. And is I forgot if I even asked this. Is paint safe to ingest?
What was that?
Is paint safe to ingest? Like if she's acting up, should I just make her like paint?
No, you wouldn't want it. You don't want to ingest paint.
What could happen? Would she do bad in school or something?
No.
Weird. Is paint toxic?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty sure. So there's like a 50-50 chance. What if I water it down? Make a paint milkshake type of thing. Be red because of the barn. So
No.
okay, well, that's all of the paint questions that I had. Not parenting questions, I guess. Do you want to go out sometime? Maybe catch a movie or
What's that?
you can babysit. If you know what I mean. Winky face. By babysitting, I mean.
I'm sorry, what was that?
By babysitting, I meant sex.
Okay.
Would-
Any other paint questions I can help you with?
Would you want to partake in activities which may or may not be
No,
illegal?
that's not paint question.
Okay. Would you like to roll around naked and paint with me?
Sir, is there anything else in regards to paint that I can help you with?
That's if you're going to come, I'm going to need to buy like 3 more gallons. So would you like to roll around and paint with me? We can make an American flag. You roll in blue, I roll in red. We both meet in the middle in white.
I'm gonna have to say good night to that. And if you have any more questions in regards to paint and painting your house or anything like that, I would be happy to answer them. Otherwise, have a good night.
Okay, I have another question. What if we paint the house that way? We roll around and paint, and then we stick ourselves to the wall, naked.
Okay, good night, sir. Bye.
You don't have to be mean. So awkward. so awkward. I love these parts of the show, and Chris doesn't even want to unmute her mic because then she has to talk to me.